Welcome to the Fit Academy. This is a free service from credit.org. Our goal is to improve people's lives through free financial education and counseling. Today is day 2 of America Saves Week. Today's theme is Save for the Unexpected. Typically, we talk about setting savings goals. People save for what's important to them, like a college education, a down payment on a home, or a vacation. It's trickier to set a goal to save for the unexpected. You don't know what emergencies are going to come along, you don't know when they're coming, and you don't know how much they're going to cost. Still, setting a goal to save for emergencies is very important, and we're going to talk about that today. After the past few years, everyone should understand why it's so important to save for emergencies. The COVID pandemic might be a once-in-a-generation event, but there are lots of other expenses that come up that might qualify as emergencies. If your car needs repairs and you can't get to work without it, it's a legitimate emergency. Anything that interferes with your ability to earn an income should be treated like a financial emergency, and it's wise to use emergency funds if that's what it takes to get back to work. If your home needs emergency maintenance to make it livable or secure, that's an emergency. In some climates, heating or cooling systems are a matter of life or death, especially your furnace, as many more people die from cold than from the heat in America. If you can't heat your home in the winter, that's an emergency. If you have an illness or lose your job, that's an emergency. Like we said before, anything that interrupts your income is a legit reason to use your emergency fund. Sometimes you might have to use your emergency funds for someone else. If you have a family member that has an emergency and you need to travel to get to them, your emergency fund might be the best way to pay for the trip. To create an emergency fund, the best way is to start through what we talked about on day 1 of America Saves Week: saving automatically. Saving for emergencies is so important that you shouldn't take chances. If you set up automatic savings, the money will start accumulating. You want those automatic deposits to add up over time. It's okay to start small. Any amount you can save is probably better than what you're saving now. Eventually, you want to have 3 to 9 months' income in an emergency savings fund, but for now, try to get at least $500 to start. When you set up your emergency savings account, you want the funds to be accessible but not so easy to access that you'll spend them. Don't keep your emergency fund in cash. Instead, create a savings account that's separate from your checking. When it comes to emergency expenses, we have a very firm rule: never use credit as a substitute for income. This sets you up for a major crisis down the road. If you find that you're using debt to get by from month to month, get help now before it gets any worse. Another mistake we see a lot of people make is cash in home equity to get through a crisis. We don't want to see people risk their homes just to get by. Your home isn't just an investment, it's where you sleep and protect your family. Don't rely on cash from your home's equity when your family's security is at stake. Some people cash in their retirement funds when their emergency happens. Financially, this is the worst move you can make. Your retirement fund is structured to grow over a very long time, and cashing it out today costs a lot more down the road than you realize. Plus, you'll usually be penalized for withdrawing funds early. There are lots of ways people get through a crisis financially, but the best way is to have emergency funds saved up. Last year, the number 1 goal people set during America Saves Week was to save for emergencies. We think it might be the same again this year. But there are lots of reasons to save, and yours can be whatever you want it to be. The important thing is to get started. Start small, think big. We think saving automatically is the way to go. But more than anything, we want people to start to get into the habit of saving. And if you don't know what to save for, then save for the unexpected. America Saves Week is here, so there's no better time to get started. Check out our campaign pages in the video description if you want to take the pledge to save. And visit us at credit.org for free resources like educational materials, financial calculators, and lots more. Until next time, thanks for watching.